No.
No? You want some water?
Mm-mm.
I even have a little bottle of water right here. And we are live.
Are you sure?
Yep.
How do you know?
Because it says you are live.
Oh, it does, don't it?
Yeah. So, it says the internet can totally see you now.
But no one else can?
Mm-mm.
Oh, no one's watching?
No one's watching.
That sucks.
I know. That's okay. We'll just go ahead and...
Record it, maybe they can watch it later?
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
We'll talk to each other.
I know. We do that anyway.
Well, hello there, Dana.
There's Susan. Hey, Susan.
There's Susan. Hey, Susan.
Hey, y'all. So, okay. It is December, and it's the 4th.
What?
It's December 4th.
Oh. Yes, it is.
We're going to talk about... Hey, Sari. We're going to talk about a few things, but I'll give y'all a couple of just updates that it's also in the back office. But shipping dates, I know somebody asked me about it yesterday. U.S. by the 17th of this month and Canada by the 12th, just to ensure that they get them by Christmas. So, just to be sure, right? We have the California wildfire carton sale.
Hey, you know what?
What?
I was in the bathroom a while ago.
Yeah?
And I was washing my hands.
Yeah?
And I had to find my glasses so I could read what scent that soap was.
Why did you not like it?
No, it made my hands smell like Christmas.
Oh.
I think it was holiday something.
Yeah, holiday home.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is kind of got a lot of fragrance to it. So I had to go find my glasses so I could see what it was.
So you liked it?
Yeah, it was
okay.
cool.
Awesome.
It made my hands smell like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, yeah.
It was kind of odd eating after that because it was a Christmas tree, but it did smell good. It was good.
Yeah, I couldn't. My hostess didn't want it, so I said, "Well, I'm going to order it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, her loss.
I know.
Wow, I like it.
Hey, Lacey.
Hey, Lacey.
Yeah, I love the soap and lotions. Those are amazing.
It's got good fragrance to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I know. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
okay, there's 3.
Now there's 3. So, like I was saying, the California wildfire goes until December 17th.
What does that mean?
That means it'll be available to order, and then $2 goes back to the food bank.
Mm.
So that goes until the 17th, I believe, is what I read. So, anyway, so we were going to talk tonight about holiday sales. Yay!
Can I just say something?
Of course.
As some of you know, we attended a wedding this past weekend. Mm-hmm. And while I was sitting there at the reception, I noticed there was people sitting and just doing a whole lot of nothing but watching. And then I noticed there was people dancing. And I'm sitting there watching my cousin. I won't say any names. He's no John Travolta. But he had the biggest smile on his face, and he was having such a good time.
Dancing.
Right. So I'm like, so me and Dana dance.
Is that why you said yes when I said let's dance?
Well, yeah, because everybody I seen dancing was having so much fun.
Right.
And they were enjoying the evening.
Right.
And they were participating in the
event. Yeah.
Yes. And I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. So, growing up as a non-participant in stuff like that, and then being a participant, made the evening so much more fun.
Isn't that interesting?
I thought it was very interesting.
So
get your butts out of the chair and participate in things.
In life.
Because that's what life's about. It's not about sitting there and watching life go by. Be a part of life.
Wow.
And enjoy life.
He needs to be a motivational speaker.
I mean, it was just awesome. Yeah. Afterwards, they were talking about how great it was, and then we had people talking about how it wasn't great. Well, your celebration wasn't great. Ours was fantastic.
Right. That is interesting.
That is very interesting.
There was that little group that just sat.
Yes.
All night.
And complained.
And judged.
And judged. And picked and
didn't have
poked
fun.
and did not have fun.
You're so right.
And then there's the people that participated and had fun.
So the moral of the story
is get off your ass.
Oh, okay. So we said that.
All right.
On the internet.
Participate
in life. So I love that.
Me too.
And we're coming up on some, in fact, one of the notes in here was to be involved in different things, to get out and meet people, because this is a season
it's
where
so much fun.
Yeah, and everybody's happy usually at this time of year, and
everything is fun if you participate in it. Nothing is fun if you just sit back and watch.
Wow.
I'll write that down.
I know. We're gonna have to go back and listen to that and make some quotes.
Notes. Yes.
Right? Even Sari says, "Well said."
Yes.
Yeah, that was great. All right, we're done for the night.
All right.
Thanks, you guys.
See y'all later.
That was awesome.
Yes.
That's funny, too, because you hadn't even mentioned it to me.
I thought about it today. Yeah. Or yesterday or whenever it was. It's like, you know what? Participating made that event so much more fun.
Yeah.
And then just sitting there going, God, is it over yet? How much longer?
I know. We stayed till the end. Like, I know. We stayed till the very end.
Because we were having fun.
We were.
It's like, who cares if I can't dance? We had fun.
Right.
I was thinking about my cousin. Like I said, he's no John Travolta, but he had the biggest smile on his face.
Is that
he
the
had
one
the
that was
best time.
Him and his wife were out on the dance floor nonstop?
Yeah.
She was even doing the wobble. And they got to be what, 60, 70? Oh, what?
I don't know how old they are, but that's not important.
They were having a good time.
They were having such a awesome time.
Right.
It was like, wow. Huh. They're having the smile on his face, and he was just smiling and having this good old time and dancing, and it's like, I'll be down.
So, we'll be participating more.
Possibly.
Come on now, you just said.
Possibly.
We will be participating more. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome, honey.
Yeah.
Good job.
I was just happened to think about that the last couple of days since then.
Well, and even our son was more, he was even touched by when he saw us on the dance floor, and he thought that was really cool. So, it just spreads happiness to everybody when you get involved.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that.
Awesome. All right.
Yay.
See y'all later.
All right. I know. We can call it a night. So, so what I have to say is not important, really, because that was pretty monumental.
Yeah. Get out and enjoy life.
Right.
Do whatever you have to do.
Right. That's awesome. All right. See ya. That's awesome. All right. Get your dancing shoes polished, right? Hey, Bonnie. So, hey, Melina. If you missed the first part, you got to go back and listen.
Oh, you got to do it.
Duane was on fire.
I was.
That was awesome. We learned a lot.
Yep.
So now we're going to talk about sales, holiday sales. So apparently there's been surveys done, and holiday sales are up over last year by 4.1%, I think. And most people haven't even, they may have started, but most people still haven't done most of their holiday shopping. So to me, I haven't done any of my holiday shopping. So
are we doing holiday shopping?
Well, maybe, not a lot, but we're going to participate, right?
Yes, we are going to participate. We're going to go to the mall and walk around in the crowd.
Oh, yay.
No, we're not doing
the mall. Anyway, so with that being said, it actually, in my notes, I said it's all about connecting with people. And that's kind of what you were just saying. Because we talked to a lot of people Saturday because we were involved.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that. We talked to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
So anyway, it's about, it's all about connecting with people and what?
It makes you feel part of it when you get involved in it.
Right.
Like you had a purpose in being there.
Right.
Rather than just being in the audience.
Right.
You felt that a more connection.
Right. And I see that happening in our business all the time.
Yes.
Because people that get on calls like this, that attend meetings, that go to rallies, you feel more connected.
Yes.
Because you're involved.
Correct.
Yeah. You're not just sitting on the sideline.
The people that don't, I mean, they're just kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really feel connected and involved in this business.
Right.
But being connected with other people in the business and communicating and sharing and talking and whatever,
right.
you're more connected with the business.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you are correct.
Yeah, I love that. So anyway, so the obvious thing is, the question is how to get more sales, which the answer to that is to get more customers, right? No duh.
And how do you get that? By being more involved.
Exactly.
Golly. You see how
The more people who can experience and see what we have to offer will likely be customers.
Yes, and the only way they're going to do that is you have to tell them about it, and you can't tell them if you're just sitting over on the sidelines.
Right. Gosh, this just all leads in, man. You are just rocking it.
This is all connected.
It is all connected.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes he is just on fire, right? Bonnie says you are rocking it.
Tell them, Bucky.
Yes, Kara, staying connected. It definitely makes a big difference. So some of the ways that we can get in front of people for these last few weeks, and actually all the way through to the end of the year. But if you got parties on the books, that's awesome. If you've got any events going on, obviously that's a great thing. One of the things that I'm going to be doing starting tomorrow, because tomorrow is kind of the start of my leading up to Christmas, but the gifts that I'm going to take to the different people, like I'll take one to my nail lady. I'm going to take one to the lady at the bank. Hi, Bucky. But anyway, whenever you're taking gifts to people, hopefully you can get them to go ahead and open it there in front of others. So that, because 9 times out of 10, anytime I've ever brought sprinkles or anything into a business that I'm, showing someone, everybody else wants to sniff and smell. So it's a great way to just kind of get in front of some other people too. And then, they're all excited because they're getting this gift from you. And hopefully the other people are going to be wanting to ask questions or want a catalog or any of those things. So just, again, participate, Yep,
because you never know. You never know, right, Bucky?
Right. And then go maybe have a holiday open house. We talk about open houses all the time. Do an event at your own home, or find if you've got like a local bar, like a wine bar or something that you could do a little holiday event in. Well, that's a big thing around here is the wine bars.
Only with you.
Not just with me, with all my friends. All my friends are big wine drinkers. I'm a beer drinker, but I do like my wine too.
Tell them bye, Bucky. Say see you later.
Oh, he's freaking out on you. Poor thing.
I really don't want down. Don't go
so go, have your own little holiday open house. Oh yeah, Bonnie, I'll have to hear about your fall. I'm so sorry. So Lacey did hers at the Chamber of Commerce. Awesome. I mean, all of these things are things that you guys know, but sometimes it just helps when we kind of share. And if you can think of any other little things that you can do to get in front of people over the next few weeks. Obviously, we're going to be with family. So be sure you don't hesitate to bring samples or, sprinkles to somebody's house, or I don't know. I mean, would it be rude if you took a little, like if we were going to your mom's house to take a little simmer pot and some sprinkles and plug it in somewhere just because we want it to smell good? Yeah, okay, that might be rude. Anyway, I thought it was a funny idea. And then, use your social media. Go live maybe on social media. I was talking to someone today that she was telling me how, she had some inventory and she was trying to sell some of the shades, even if they were at her cost. She was, looking to sell some things. And she went live she chose one day, and then she went live several times during that day, and she said she sold a ton that day. So I thought that was kind of a cool idea, because once you've gone live and you say I'm gonna be going live all day, people tend to kind of keep an eye out for you and are watching.
Well, this would be a good time of year to get some other vendors together and do small thing at your house, like you said, an open house, and invite another vendor or two, and that way maybe they'll invite their friends or their customers to your house. Right. You invite your customers, and that way
exactly.
You got a lot more people, a lot more traffic.
We did that last week at Karen's. We had what did we call that? Holiday extravaganza. And that's what she did. She just, some of her friends that are in direct sales, she invited us to come over and set up on a little table in her house. And we each invited different, some of our friends that lived in the area. And we had a really good little turnout. And we're going to try to make it an annual thing so that people kind of expect it. And we did a sip and stroll last week or the week before that.
Now what is that?
Same thing. Well, they just call it different things. But
Sip and stroll.
it was at Elaine's hairdresser here at the front of the subdivision.
Yeah.
And she had several vendor friends. And some of them are in our networking group. But we all set up a table. And I love that kind of stuff. So
yeah, because you get to actually
meet new people. Yeah, it's amazing how many people still haven't heard of pink zebra, never smelled it.
Yeah.
It was really crazy. So anyway, all kinds of ways. I mean, there's just so many different ways to get in front of people.
But you have to get off your butt. Right?
Well, yeah, unless you're going to be
online.
You have
to get out there and get involved.
Right. That's true. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, okay, here's an idea. I don't know if I shared this with you guys on the last call that we did, but if you have a favorite soaks and you happen to be taking your vehicle in to the shop to get it worked on, spray the soaks on your floor mats when you're getting out before they die. I told you about that, right?
Nope.
So I had sprayed, it was Fireside Vanilla. I had just a little bit left, but I had sprayed it just because I love the smell. I spray it every now and then in my truck. And the guy at the dealership, when I pulled in, he went nuts over the smell, so much so that he went inside and told a couple of the other guys, you've got to come out here and smell this. So, and then I ended up going back and taking them some soaks, and I took them some sprinkles, and they were all excited at the car dealership.
Wow.
I know. So, I mean, you just never know.
Nope.
But it's all, I mean, if you're using it, if you're wearing the logo on the shirt, if you're, it's all about making sure that you are branding yourself and everything else.
Yes, it is.
It is. I know.
Yes.
I know it is. So anyway, what else? Bundles for customers. I made a note of that. I noticed a lot of people are doing bundles. Bundles are a great idea at this time of year because, like I said earlier, so many people haven't even started their shopping, and they're going to probably start to panic here pretty soon. So if you have these perfect little put together packages that are already, kind of decorated.
Well, that'd be awesome for like the white elephant deal.
Oh, yeah.
People don't really know what to get.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Whatever, both genders.
Right.
Be a man or woman and get this gift.
Right. Yeah, and you could do it based on the pricing. I mean, you could do a $20 gift or you could do a $40 gift, whatever the minimum is,
Yeah.
That's a great idea for the little white elephant parties. I hadn't thought about that.
Or even office. Everybody brings something and we'll do an office.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And it's different. Most people aren't familiar with it. And so, how cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
I know whenever I take, I'll either take the soaks and like a woolly or something and do a giveaway at like one of the networking groups or something. People are always going crazy over it. It's funny because when we had a charity auction for the Rose, which is a mammogram breast cancer awareness situation, and I was, I don't know why, but for some reason I always I don't give my my basket enough credit. I always think, oh gosh, I hope I get somebody to bid on it. I had a ton of bids on this last one. People were like, I put a bid in, I'm hoping I get that. I was really shocked at how many people wanted to win.
Yeah.
Or to earn, get the pink zebra stuff.
Right.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You just never know. But the more they hear about it and the more they're around it, the better it is.
Yep.
The beard of wisdom. That's what Jason is calling you. That's awesome. The beard of wisdom.
It is pretty wise.
It is tonight. You're doing well. Hey, Tabitha. So, and then the other thing, so and I may have mentioned this last week or 2 weeks ago, because we kind of talked about this stuff, but is if you're sending out cards to your customers, you might want to include a little note about, if you order from me in January, order from me directly and I'll give you a 10% discount on any of your items or something like that, just so that you're, getting them thinking about January, because January, unfortunately, they always say the J months are a little bit slower. I don't know that they necessarily are, but just to kind of get ahead of the game, it's kind of a neat idea to include some sort of a little discount to your good customers, even up to 20%, just
your
whatever.
VIP customers?
Yeah.
Do you have a VIP group?
I do.
You can post in
I
that?
do, but a lot of my customers aren't on it. They're not on Facebook a lot, and so I just deal with them directly. But
So you send them a letter and
I send them a card.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I got this today, and I thought this was kind of cool. This is just a postcard with her. Is that right side up? Yeah. It's just a little card that she just. Well, actually, it's not a postcard because it doesn't have a stamp on it. She had this inside an envelope. That's right. But anyway, it made me think back to the postcards that I used to do. How simple this was. So I may get some of these printed up again because I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
Yes, inside Christmas cards or.
Why don't you make Christmas cards? Rockin' PZ Christmas cards. That's basically what that is. Just
hers is Kickin' Rocks. Look how cool that is. Kickin' Rocks. What a neat logo. Oops. There we go. I'm still not in it. I can't do that very good. I got too many pictures. But anyway, yeah. So get creative and do something, and then be sure you give your good customers, a little something to think of you in January.
Well, that'd be something to keep up with their birthdays if they let you know when their birthday is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's your birthday month. You can set them all off like the week before the month starts and say, okay, your birthday's next month. I'm giving 10% off for your birthday month or something.
Well, I just, I have this little, it's like a membership, I guess, with a company called Send Out Cards.
Yep.
And it will allow me, it'll let me put in their birthday. So I wonder, that's probably a really good idea. I wonder if I can just pull it up by birthdays. I don't know, maybe one of these days our back office will work that way, where we can put in their birthdays. That would be super cool. I know they keep adding stuff to it, so I bet you one day we'll get something like that.
Yep.
So Linda has sent out coupons to her regular customers to be used in January. Genius. I think it's awesome. Yep. I think that's a great idea. And then the last thing that I really have on here is to remember that in December and in January, people are typically looking for a way to pay off debt that they incurred during the holidays. Now, maybe you can get people, if you're talking to somebody and, they're complaining about going into debt over the holidays, talk to them about the business and let them know, you can not only get it at a discount, but if you, start to build a team, you can earn commission and pay off some of that stuff, or sell, have parties or whatever, but actually earn commission to pay off some of that debt.
Yep.
But it's a really good time of year to be talking about the business, because there's a lot of people that join in December. I feel like I said that a couple of weeks ago as well, but it's true. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that join in December. So, and a lot of it is just because they're thinking about, okay, what am I going to do next year? Because I need to earn a little bit of extra money.
Yeah. So
what a great opportunity that you've got right there. So just, be listening for little clues like that, and then, say something. 2 that want to join at rally. Perfect. That's awesome. Yeah, January rallies are going to be here before we know it. That's just around the corner. So we got a whole new catalog coming. And that's the other thing about January, too, is there's a lot going on, because we have a lot of things that'll go out of stock, and they'll probably have a couple of sales. And
is that a new catalog?
At the end of January, the 26th.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? I know. Time is just flying by. My last name hasn't been changed to Powell. Oh, how funny. Oops. That's funny. So, anyway, so those are really, that's the kind of the brunt of what I had. I had thought about going into goal setting, and maybe even talking about, arranging our days and our schedule, and how, we've done that before, but talking about how to stay focused and try to, start your day off in a positive way. But I decided to wait and do that one maybe on the next call when we're getting closer to January, because that's when everybody's kind of thinking about the new year,
When is the next call?
Why?
In 2 weeks?
Are you going to be at the deer lease?
I hope so, but I'm just curious.
It's, it's in 2 weeks.
Deborah Lovell.
Hi,
Hello.
Deborah. Hello.
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 So we're going to be back on in 2 weeks, you said?
It'll be on the 18th.
Of December. I might be here.
I know. I'm supposed to actually go to Austin with my mom, but I may not go. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you and your mom can do the call.
No.
No. All right.
She's not a consultant, although my mother is very smart.
Yes, she is.
She gives me a lot of good business advice. Your goal is to be EC by Raleigh. Awesome. So that means 3 active consultants. And then, of course, your sales. So that's perfect. You can do it, right, Linda?
Yes.
You got this. I love it.
Yep. You just got to get off your butt. I keep saying that.
You do. She's probably not, I mean, he's not saying that you're not off your butt. He's just making a general observation. My fiance and I are getting ready. Yes, you do. If you saw her picture, you'd know.
Oh, yeah?
My fiance and I are getting ready to go through a major transition and closing our auto repair shop. Oh, wow. So focusing on Pink Zebra full time. I really need to hit recruiting hard. Yeah. See, she works it every day. So hopefully we can have either Crystal or somebody will offer to do a recruiting training for us here pretty soon, because that would be really great. Because
be a good time to have one. Because recruiting is tough.
It can be. It sure can. It's hard. I think it's harder now because the internet with Facebook and all the algorithms has changed so much. I remember when I used to be able to post and then pay to boost the post, and tons of people would see it and react to it. And now I don't even pay to boost them anymore because I've paid and nothing happens. Like I don't get any more interaction at all. So it's all those algorithms that are just not that great anymore. So I think it's all about going live. If you're doing it through social media. Otherwise, it's all about getting in front of people and talking to people. And
well, I think your network marketing deal has done a whole lot for you. Because you get to interact with these people in person, and they all ask and are curious what everybody is there doing.
I get a lot of referrals from those people.
Right.
They don't necessarily, I mean, a few of them have joined. But
well, I mean, but they're
majority,
they're good sales,
yeah.
and some of them have joined, but
they do refer other people.
Yeah.
And you know,
I mean, as far as face to face with people, and those are professional business women, basically. Well, some of them are, but
most of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're professional. I mean, they come dressed for success, and I mean, they're professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a godsend for me to have those groups. There's no doubt.
But they're not for everybody. But if they're for you, get involved and get out there and start
get in front of people.
Yes.
I will say that I have benefited.
You have to get over that fear of people.
Well, yeah, people. And the one thing I do know, you know, when you go to these networking groups, they will have you stand up and give a quick commercial. And it used to it was nerve-wracking for me to say anything. And now I've gotten to where I just hone in on one specific thing each time I am with a particular group. So I may just say, you know, Pink Zebra Home Fragrance and Decor. But we also have this Amazing Heroes charity where we give a day of daycare to a single mom. You know, I try to, or I'll talk about
and a lot of them being professional business women, portions of them are probably single parents.
Or they know somebody who is.
Right.
Yeah. So, and that's what I try to do now is I just try to like quickly say home fragrance and decor, and then I also focus on something else.
And even the Autism Speaks.
Autism Speaks I've talked about. I'll talk about specific scents. Like last week I was talking about, you know, now's the time, aspen pine and all of the yummy Christmas smells. And so I'm very specific about it instead of just trying to give a generalized commercial, because I was finding that was just a big flop.
Yes.
It just wasn't going. And then people were left going, what exactly do you do? You know?
I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. You can't be the generic same thing over and over. You got to freshen it up every time. Right.
Right. And just try to say something a little bit different. So Instagram is really where it's at right now. Mm-hmm. Yes, I would agree with that. I am always researching new ways to try to grow. I know, right? I do too. I'm always Googling and trying to figure out and listening to other people that have done this or are doing this and are successful with it. That's that's what we've got to do. And unfortunately, with how quickly social media changes all the time, we have to do that to keep up with it all.
And you just, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put your face out there.
And Instagram, so what I'm learning about Instagram is to not just post a picture with a few hashtags, but to literally write almost like a little short blog. And I'm getting a lot more interaction from that, because I think people are starting to see my personality through that. And that's what you're wanting them to connect with, is you as a person.
Yes.
I mean, it's great if they're just looking for pink zebra, but how often does that happen, right? But if they're seeing something and that it kind of strikes an interest, and then they're seeing these posts that you continually do, they're going to start to become more interested. And yeah, you do need a bunch of hashtags for sure.
Can you do a short video on Instagram or no?
You can do one on your story.
Yeah.
You can do a story. Yeah.
Because some people maybe need to connect through hearing them talk and seeing their demeanor and how they act. And
yeah, I'm getting better at writing up what I need to write up for Instagram, but I will work on the videos. I just haven't quite. I'm not confident yet enough in doing some of those.
We need to get over that.
I know. I just feel like I need the content, but I'm getting there, and everybody else the same thing. We'll all get there, right? Hashtags are definitely the key. The ones that have been between 50,000 and 5. You can post videos, but only 60 seconds. Yeah, and the more followers you have, the more leeway it gives you for other things as well, I'm noticing. So, yeah, it's really cool. And also YouTube. I think YouTube is still a huge, I mean, everybody goes to YouTube if they're looking how to do anything.
Yes.
I mean, Drew had to learn how to tie a tie, and he went to YouTube.
Yes, I do lots of YouTube.
You do. Yeah, you do. That's right. Anytime you need to fix something, you just YouTube it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I think YouTube is still a huge market for that.
I replaced my ignition switch by YouTube.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
That's right. So, yeah, Tabitha, teach us a class on Instagram. That would be fabulous. I would love that. In fact, if you want to do a Facebook Live with us the next call, we could do that, or anytime, actually.
I know I'm going to regret this, but are we having a Christmas party?
Okay, so all the weekends are taken because of we had the wedding, and then your dear Lise and Mary coming in town. And so why are you nodding yes like you're smiling?
I'm not really. Am I smiling?
You are way smiling. We are probably going to, though, try to figure it out on like a Wednesday. Like maybe in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But it'll have to be on a Wednesday night because we can't do a weekend, which is what we like to do. So anyway, we're still working on it. It just hasn't worked out. And I wish everybody was close.
Well, we're having a busy month. So, yeah.
Yeah. So
everybody's invited whenever we have it.
Absolutely. And if we have to wait till the first of the year, we'll do that too.
Then it's not a Christmas party.
No. You're right. Maybe we do Christmas in July.
Okay.
I'm not an expert, but I will share what I know, and I've learned from Instagram social media gurus. Awesome. Boot camp in Crystal's team group. Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, any tips and whatever, we all love them. I think that's kind of what we've got to do. I mean, unfortunately, Facebook is just kind of not, our business pages aren't where it's at anymore.
Yeah.
So, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, if we can share what works for us and share with others. Some people don't like to share it, though.
No, but this group does. We've got, Christmas in July in Arizona, absolutely. So Pinterest, that's interesting that you say that, because I just found out today that somebody that is in our group actually gets sales off of Pinterest. So,
oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I have a Pinterest, but I don't use it much because I didn't really think it was that big of a deal, but apparently.
Do you have to join Pinterest?
Uh-huh.
Because it pops up on my phone sometimes. I'm looking through it. I really don't understand what it is.
It's another social media outlet, but it's where...
but you have to join and sign in and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I'll be looking at something and it leads me to Pinterest.
Right. Because it's
I don't know what it is.
Right. A lot of stuff that's posted on Facebook will lead you right to... Because that's what they're doing is they're posting it onto Facebook from Pinterest. And so then you go, and if you don't have a Pinterest account, it won't let you in.
Huh.
Yeah. You want me to create you one?
I don't know.
They're kind of cool. Like whenever I want to get a new haircut.
I can't keep up with all my passwords as I got.
I know, honey. I know.
So I don't think I need more passwords. Because surely the one I'm going to use has been taken.
Right.
So I'll be calling you. What is my password again?
Oh, my word.
All right.
So, doing a Pinners conference in St. Paul, Minneapolis. I don't know what that is. What's a Pinners conference? I mean, it sounds cool. Like a Pinterest, Pinner?
No.
That kind of thing?
It's supposed to be an S.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't get it. A Spinners conference? Is that what you're saying?
Sinners.
Oh, Sinners conference. You're so bad.
I know.
Sean Bauer. Now I know how to say your last name. Oh, it's a convention for Pinterest.
I thought she was on. Oh, she was on the other video.
Yeah. How cool is that?
Oh, wow.
And Kara's going to be a vendor. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Linda's going to come after you here pretty soon. Look at her. Duane. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, with that being said, is everybody excited for December? You got your plan ready and all of your stuff in place and ready to go?
Yep.
I've been making notes like crazy because I don't want to forget anything. Like November or December is like the month that you want to get everything finished that you're working on, just all that stuff. And anyway, so I'll like even last night, I don't know if you knew, I think you had just fallen asleep, but all of a sudden I thought of another thing and I went and grabbed my phone and I put it in as a to do because we don't have Alexa. Alexa, add this to my to-do list.
Is that a hint?
No.
Is that a hint for Christmas?
No.
We're getting an Alexa?
No.
Why? That'd be cool as
So
hell.
I'm curious, Kara. You'll have to message me and tell me how much the fee is. Maybe I could come do it with you. That would be kind of cool. Yes, lots and lots of follow-up. Lots and lots of follow-up. Melina's going to do more Instagram and YouTube in 2019. Me too. Videos. I'm going to do it. And sending Sean some positive vibes. Having a slow start, but don't get discouraged. For sure, don't get discouraged.
Who's having a slow start?
Tabitha.
Oh, this month.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Slow months, slow times. It all picks back up.
Yeah. For sure.
Just like anything else.
Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure. And, you know, I mean, if you love this, and it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to have rough days and you're going to have slow periods and
yep.
It's just going to happen. So you just have to keep remembering what it is that you do this for, you know, just dig in. Remember what you do it for.
Yep.
Sean's going for the iPad. Awesome. Oh, $1,000. Thousands of dollars. Yeah, I won't be doing that. No. That would be a rough one.
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know, right?
You gonna do it?
No. Nope. Pushing gift baskets. Absolutely. So, anyway, awesome. The gift baskets were a big hit for you last year. Okay, well then.
What about
sounds like the way to go, for
making
sure.
gift baskets and doing the shipping for people to mail them to people out of town?
Well,
but how much would shipping on something like that
it's
be?
expensive when you
That'd
go.
be expensive.
Yeah, I mean it'd be easier. So here's something we all should do. I think that we need to go into ideas and feedback at pinkzebrahome.com and ask them to have the ability to put in a personal note with an order and check the gift box if it's going to be a gift for someone so that they don't include any pricing or anything like that. But because I can't even tell you how many people have said to me, oh, I would love to send this to so-and-so. Can you send it for me out of town with a note so that they'll know that it's from me, and just say something like, you know, have a Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday or whatever it is. And I'm like, yeah, we can't do that right now. I've asked Home Office, but maybe more people asked. Because don't you think that's a great idea?
But it'd be too pricey for you to get an order and make something and then ship it off.
That would be expensive if you were. Yeah, if you're shipping it off, yeah, I think it would be. But I mean, if you've got some product and you're making gift baskets, I think that's great. But
yeah,
I'll revisit the Pinners Conference. Okay, gift option would be amazing. This may be off subject, but you know the Santa Simmer Pot, which is still available online on the website, only offers tab. Can someone get that as a half off item? I doubt it. But I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to just see if it's listed. I doubt it though, just because it was a special. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe somebody's tried to do it and they can answer that question.
Yeah, that's the simmer pot with the feet.
Yeah, it's so cute. Linda does a gift option and has them pay, and you just charge a little extra for shipping. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, so Linda just answered that question. It wouldn't let her team member do it. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just think that it would be great because if your order is over $50 and you're having it shipped somewhere else, how easy would it be just to have Pink Zebra ship it on to them?
Yeah.
I know I've done that with Amazon. There's been a couple of things that I can click it as a gift and put a note in there with it. If Amazon can do it, we can do it.
You need to tell Tom Amazon can do it.
I know that's true because that's his big thing, right?
Yes.
He wants to be up there with Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon's hurting a lot of people.
I know. A lot of companies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, I think it would be a great idea to be able to have that option to click it as a gift and then have a little note put in there. And it could even be, instead of having the breakdown of what all's in the box, have the note on the outside. I mean, it could be as simple as that.
How hard is it to sign or write a handwritten note yourself and scan it or however to them and let them print it out and stick it in there?
I don't know. I think it would have to be in there with the order.
Okay. Write it when they do the order. Have someone scan it and add it to the ticket.
Yeah.
Put this in the box. But that's an option.
So, what kind of issues with the bases? I haven't heard anything. But if there's an issue, I would definitely hope that cause the trouble ticket. So I did have an order, Jan's order actually, that was missing a couple of items to a customer this week. It was on Sunday that she sent me a message, and I put the trouble ticket in Sunday, and Monday I got an email that they were shipping her items that were left out already. So they responded really super fast.
Wow.
So be sure you're doing a trouble ticket, because if there's something going on with the bases, they need to know, because they've got to look at that whole line to see if it's like a common occurrence. So definitely send in a trouble ticket for sure. So, all right. Well, it is already 6:40, almost 6:45. Does anybody have anything else you want to talk about? Yes, customer service has been amazing. You are absolutely right. I've had a couple of things, just little things that have happened this week, and they were like Johnny on the spot. So they're being amazing. 5 bases that customers have plugged in and they blew light bulbs and did trouble tickets, and they were awesome. Okay, good. Yeah, that happens. I mean, anytime you're getting stuff shipped in from overseas, there's going to be stuff that doesn't work. It's just.
I mean, they even have people overseas checking.
We do.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We hired a third party to work for us overseas to check this product.
Yeah.
Before they ship it, instead of them shipping 10,000 items and they're all crap.
What do they call that? Quality control.
Quality control.
Yeah.
So we do have people there watching it. Obviously, they can't catch everything.
Well, and they wouldn't catch that, because if it's not until they plug it in.
And see. So,
but I mean, they
do test. I mean, they do test things there.
That's true.
But if a batch gets through,
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they don't test every 15
but they
or
can
20.
Take right.
They test randomly.
They do catch a lot of stuff. They catch a lot of stuff. But
they do catch a lot of stuff.
But they do if they know that that's why they want the item number. I mean the party number or the ticket number or whatever, because that they can literally go back and connect it to a specific shipment.
Yes.
And then see if, if they need to pull it or whatever they need to do. So, thank you, Bonnie. Thanks, Sean. Love watching you. Cannot wait to see you both in Arizona. I know. We're looking forward to that, too. It'll be here before we know it. And yes, they are getting orders out super quick. 3 orders that were placed yesterday, shipped today. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, thanks, Kara. Thank you. I tell you, that's why I want to do the call on kind of what I do every day, because that is honestly the only reason I can stay focused and stay in a positive mindset even when stuff is coming at me. Because believe me, the devil's been testing me lately, and I've had some stuff coming at me. And it just helps me stay focused on my mission. And my mission is making sure that we are all successful at whatever it is we're trying to do. And, yeah, squirrel. Was that me? Did I do a squirrel moment?
What is that?
That means, okay, you know how squirrels...
Y'all used to squirrel a lot.
I don't. I just say it. I don't say it like... Christy says a lot. I love it. She's always like, squirrel, squirrel. So apparently, because squirrels, when they come out of the tree and they're running across the road, they stop and they turn back and they go there and they do this. They don't know what direction they're going.
Right.
They start on a direction, but then they switch and move and change. And that's what squirreling is, because I started talking about one thing and then I jumped to another and I jumped back and yeah, you said helps you stay focused. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
So, yeah. So anyway, I do rely on my daily tasks, I guess you could say. And so I'll share those with you guys on the next call, because I also have a new planner for next year.
But if we don't have daily tasks making us do stuff, we wind up lots of times not doing anything.
Correct.
So you have to plan and follow through on them.
Right.
You can't just say, well, I'm going to go do this. And when the day comes, don't go do it.
Right.
Write it down and go do it. Whatever it is. Make yourself, once again, get off your ass.
Stop saying that.
And participate.
I'm not supposed to cuss on here.
I mean, this is full circle. This is all going full circle.
I know, it is all going full circle. But yes, we will talk about that, because it's imperative to, I was so much more organized when I worked a full-time job and did Pink Zebra, because I had to be. I had no choice. And it wasn't until I quit corporate America and started doing Pink Zebra all the time that I realized I was a squirrel. I was running in all directions and getting nothing accomplished. So now it's much better.
Make a plan, write it down.
You are being quiet, Bonnie.
And get after it.
That's right.
Participate.
Time block and get stuff done. That's exactly right. That's look at all my time blocks on there.
You got it blocked.
I block my time.
Yep.
So anyway, well, Bonnie, I hope you feel better.
Yes, Bonnie, I hope you feel better.
And my arse is sore. Poor thing. But yes, feel better, and then we will see you guys in a couple of weeks. So if you need anything in the meantime, don't ever hesitate to reach out, because you know I'm here. Happy to help.
Yep. If you're in town, give us a call. We'll go have dinner.
That's right. We'll take you to dinner. How about that?
Just anybody?
Mm-hmm. Anybody on this call.
All right.
Betcha. If they took the time to be on the call, we'll take them to dinner.
If you take time to be on our call, we can go have dinner.
That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Well, if y'all don't have anything else, we will call it a night.
Yes, we will. Time to go get on the couch. Right? What are we fixing to do?
Well, I have a couple of messages to return.
Oh, you still got stuff blocked.
Yeah. You will definitely call all the way from California. That's right. All right. Cheers, you guys. Cheers, Kara. Have a fabulous evening and finish out your week strong.
Yep, and get off your butt.
Get off your butt. Woohoo! Oh, my goodness. Way to go, Duane. All right. See y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bucky, what are you doing? Let's go.